Hey, very gay, me broke, what's up? If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to become my little sunflower babies. Also, don't forget to ding that little notification so you don't miss a beat. So today, I'm in my old recording setup. That is because I'm going to do a part 2 of my bookshelf tour. So these are all of my other books. I have 2 shelves. This one is my most filled shelf, and the other one is not filled because I DNF'd 19 books when I was redoing my shelf, and it kind of feels good, but now it's kind of bad because now I want to fill the 2 shelves that are barren with books. So that's not a good sign, and it's not good for my bank account. Anyways, so how my bookshelf is set up, I have all my hardbacks in height and all my paperbacks in height. It's no in particular order, there's no color scheme. I did this before and I really liked how it turned out, so yeah. So yes, my finger is in it, sue me. So this is my bookshelf overview. I actually really like it. Seriously? Okay. So I'm just gonna go over what's on my bookshelf. I only have like 3 things, so it doesn't really matter, but you know. So the first 2 things are, I think my mom said they're Finnish Bibles. They are very old, as you can tell. I can't speak Finnish, so I just have them here to, you know, have them because I think they're super pretty and like super old looking, and I just have them on my shelf. I'm not quite religious, but they're on my shelf. I don't know where else to put them because I want to put them in storage to get them ruined. So I have them placed, perched, whatever, on my bookshelf. Next thing I have is this cute, creepy doll. She was my grandma's, and I used to play with her all the time when I was a child. Yeah, I think this is the last thing I have of my grandma's, so I'm kind of glad that I have her because she was my favorite doll. So yeah. And then the next one is another creepy ass doll. She is very old and she was also my grandma's. And she was also one of my favorite dolls, and this was also my mom's when she was a child, so I kind of love having her on my shelf as well, just to have like a friend to read with. Right, onto the book. Sorry if my hair is super fucking greasy. I forgot to shower this morning, so that's fun. Anyways, on to my books. So the first book I have is Moonlight Becomes You by Mary Higgins Clark. Next is The Dreamers by Karen Thompson Walker. The Echo Chamber by Luke Williams. This is such a beautiful cover. Wow. Anyways. Next book is A Million Suns by Beth Revis. This is the second book into Across the Universe trilogy, and you guys know how much I love Across the Universe. And now I have the second book of it. Next is Binge by Tyler Oakley. I love him. There's gonna be a lot of YouTuber books on these shelves, so yeah. Next is Sweet Bitter by Stephanie Danler. Girl Online by my queen, Zoe Sugg. Oh, I just cracked my knuckle. Eden by my absolute favorite, Joey Graceffa. Damn. Next, The Babysitter's Coven by Kate Williams. You guys know how much I hated this book. Moving on. Next is Wild Rescuers, Guardians of the Taiga by Stacey Plays, and this is a book about her Dogcraft series, and I'm so in love with it. And I haven't read this, so it's quite short. I'm pretty sure this is a young child's book because it has pictures in it. So yeah. Next book, What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. I love this book so much. Oh my god. Next is Dear Nobody, The True Diary of Mary Rose, edited by Gilligan McCain and Legs McNeil. Forever by Maggie Stiefvater. And I know this is a series, but it's all over the place, so this is the last book in, I think, the Shiver series. I haven't read this book yet. This is my mom's, so. Next book, Shades of Darkness by A.R. Collar. I love this book so much. It's based in Michigan, where I live, and I think that's really fucking cool because no one really writes about Michigan, so I think that's why I have such a connection to this book. Plus the author was born in Michigan too. I don't know where, but he's not from Michigan, but he went to school here. So next book is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte in the gorgeous Barnes & Noble's edition. I mean, look at the sprayed edges and like, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. And like, hello, and like the ribbon. This is one of my favorite covers I've ever had. Plus, I got this book just because of After, because I saw that Tessa was holding this exact copy, so I wanted to copy my favorite fictional character. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Into the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll in the Barnes & Noble's classic edition with the beautiful sprayed blue edges and the paisley end pages and with the thing. And this is this was my first ever Barnes & Noble's edition, so this is very, I just have this so I can just say I have it. And plus, it's one of my favorite movies ever, so. Next book is The Life for Her Eyes by Lauren Kasachik. I don't know if I probably mispronounced it. Sorry, girl. Next book is Inherence by Meldina Lowe. Sorry if I pronounced it. Next is called The Romantics by Leah Cohn. I love this book. This book is about, or this story is narrated by love, which I find it really awesome. Next book is my other copy of Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass. This is a hardcover, and I just the end pages, it has gold or silver sprayed edges, and the back is just so beautiful. I want to collect all of them. That's my goal. And then, like, I love this book. This is one of my favorite editions. Next, I'm gonna skip you over. This is an angle. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I kind of like this book. Silver by Lauren DeStefano. This is a beautiful cover too. Wither, also by Lauren DeStefano. How to Marry a Ghost. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but it's Hope McTeary. I don't fucking know how to pronounce her last name. This book was one of my favorites, ever. Next is Rosebush by Michelle Jeff. I also love this book. The cover is so gorgeous. Next is Wilder Girls by Rory Power. I want to read this so badly. Next is I Hope You Get This Message by Farah Naz Rishi. I did a haul on this book. Next is Memories by Ling Lev. Can I speak today? No. This was my first book of her, and I fucking love it. And the end pages are little, I think they're honeybees, but I'm not really sure. And the illustrations are so beautiful. It has a blue bookmark. Now the last of my hardbacks. It is Staying Strong, 365 Days a Year, Demi Lovato. And I have her. She's so beautiful. I fucking stan Demi Lovato. I said it, and I'm proud of it. I'm just gonna scooch it back. Now on to my paperbacks. First is 18 Years by Madison Kahn. My mom gave me this book. It's also poetry. Yeah. Chicken Soup for the Soul, The Power of Positivity by Jack Canfield, Mark Victor Hansen, and Amy Mark. Next book is Writing with Quiet Hands by Paula Mueller. This is a writing book for have little tips and tricks to be a better writer. Next, Awake by Natasha Pearson. This is a Wattpad author, which is very cool, and I stand. Next, The Cabin, also by Natasha Pearson. Next, Dangerous Girls by Abigail Haas, also one of my favorites. Next is The Treachery of Beautiful Things by Ruth Francis Long. I love this fantasy book. Also one of my faves. Next, The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. Love. Next, The Good Girl by Mary Kubak. I don't know how to pronounce this name. This is a thriller that I could read over and over and over again, and just so great. It's so great. Oh my god. Wow. Anyways. Next, Linger by Maggie Seafader, the second book in the Shiver series. Next is The Office of Mercy by Ariel D.G. I don't know if I pronounce his name. Next is Psychic Abilities for Beginners by Melanie Barnum. Next book for the second to last shelf, Graffiti and Other Short Poems by Savannah Brown, illustrated by Ed Stockham. My mom also gave me this book. And the last book on my shelf is Secrets for the Bad by my idol, my love, Dodie Clark. It's like pretty cute, and it has like pictures and stuff. It's just, I love her. Now on to my last shelf. The first book on this bottom shelf is I Wrote This For You, Please Find This by Ian S. Thomas. Next book, I Hate My Selfie by the king himself, Shane Dawson. Next is Adolescence by Gabby Hanna. Touchy subject. I used to love her. Now, anyways, yeah. Next is The Evolution of Ethan Poe by Robin Reardon. There we go. Next is My Life with the Walter Boys by Allie Novak. This was also a Wattpad author. Well, she still is. Yeah. Next is Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, whatever. This is the second book in the Lunar Chronicles. I haven't read these books. I just got it because of BookTube and everybody kept talking about it and everything about it, so I got it. Have I read it? No. Yeah. I should DNF it, but I don't want to. Next is Cinder by Marissa Meyer, the first book in the Lunar Chronicles. Okay, I've read this book so many fucking times. I went like here, like a few pages in, like I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So I stopped it. I mean, I love the concept. It's about like the Disney princess as cyborgs, but I don't know what the fuck is going on. Cue the meme of Bernie Reed saying, "What the fuck is going on?" from the Drunk History of Fall Out Boy, because that's how I felt. Next is The Vampire Academy by Michelle Mead. I haven't read this either because I wanted to see the movie, but I wasn't into the book, so I didn't watch the movie. But like I said before, lot of booktubers that I watch and I admire said, "Oh, get this book if you love Twilight. Pick this up." I'm like, okay, I kind of dig Twilight, and I was like 12 maybe. I haven't read it, as you can tell. It was in like perfect condition. It hasn't been loved yet. Sue me, I guess. No, please, I don't have enough money. Where She Went by Gail Forman, the second book to If I Stay. This next book is Just One Year by Gail Forman. And If I Stay, also by Gail Forman. This book made me cry so many times. The movie was absolutely stunning. Chloe Grace icon. Next is Across the Universe, Beth Revis. Love, fucking love it. Next is Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins. Beautiful cover, I gotta say that. Next is Anna and the French Kiss, also by Stephanie Perkins. I don't know if this is a series or just, you know. But I have the first and the last book. Do I have Lola and the Boy Next Door? No. Next is Afraid by Kara Therese. This was also a Wattpad book, and it was okay. Kind of cringy most times, but hey, I like it. Somewhat. Next is The Violinist of Venice by Alyssa Palmabo. Okay, this was just a cover by, but I read it, and I love it. Sue me. Next is called Shiver, Maggie Stiefvater, the first book of the Shiver series. Next is A Visitation of Spirits by Randall Keenan. Next, Bookaloo. I hate that I just said that. I am so sorry. Growing Up Sidekick by Chip Coffey. I like learning about new things. Sorry about it, but like not really. Next is Incarnate by Joni Meadows. You know what? This was also a cover by. I read it. I didn't like it. I should DNF it if I didn't like a book. But the cover is just too pretty to get rid of, and I kind of want to reread this because, like I said, BookTube. BookTube will be the death of me, I swear to God. Next, Summer's Child by Diane Chamberlain. This book is such a great book too. I love it. I read it when I was on vacation with my parents, and my aunts and uncle live down there, and they have like a little book like library thing, and I got that. Next, Asylum by Madeline Rowe. I have a book review on this book. You'll know my feelings if you watched that video. Moving on. Next book is Love Looks Pretty on You by Ling Lev. Like the end cover. I love her so much. She's one of my favorite poets. Next book is Lullabies, also by Ling Lev. Next book, The Universe of Us, also by Ling Lev. And the final book of this shelf. This one is also The Sun and Her Flowers by Ruby Kerr. Now that was part 2 of my bookshelf tour. Woo! That was a very long video. I'm so sorry if you watched through all of it. Yeah. So I have another bookshelf. So if you want part 3 of this trilogy, give it a big thumbs up. Comment if you've read any of my books. I love your input on some. Yeah, like I said in the beginning of the video, don't forget to subscribe to become one of the summer babies. Also, don't forget to ding that little notification so you don't miss a beat. Also, don't forget to follow all my social medias. They're always down in the description down below. You can follow me on my Wattpad. I write fan fiction and fiction alike. You can follow me on my Vsco and my Rehearted. They're kind of like my Tumblr. So, yeah. Follow me on my Instagram and my Bookstagram. Follow me on my Twitter. I tweet at Colby Brock and Jesse Page sometimes. And sometimes booktubers. You know, getting my... Yeah. Also follow me on my TikTok and my Spotify. You can follow me on my... You can listen to all my bumpin' bops. And you can laugh at my cringy TikToks. Yeah. Anyways, that is it for me. Goodbye. Probably favorite bye.